Hey guys, how's it going? Karen here. So today, Blizzard has announced the BlizzCon tickets being available for sale. I believe it is April 24th and 27th, and it's kind of a cool thing because in the past I did attend the BlizzCons. I attended the last two BlizzCons, which wasn't last year. It was the year before and the year prior to that, and it was a lot of fun. In fact, during that time, I was like, kind of hammering down with the school, starting the job, hammering down with the job, kind of managing that while trying to raid as much as humanly possible in Exodus, hardcore style all the way, and having a break from all the shit that I was normally doing, going to BlizzCon and chilling out with the people that I hang out with every night was a very very cool experience. In the past, I've staying with Crippy, and we just drive out. It'd be like an hour's drive or something like that to I think it's Anaheim Convention Center, whatever they had the BlizzCon the last couple of times, and it was really cool. It was kind of the event where I was so anticipating the event, and when it happened, I wasn't disappointed, and because I'm a pretty pessimistic guy most of the time, that is kind of an important thing, kind of an amazing thing. However, all in all, most of what I did with BlizzCon was, hanging out, meeting, and talking about random shit with other people. 2 years back, when BlizzCon happened, I wasn't vegan, and prior to being vegan, I ate a lot of like burgers and shit, and I was really, excited about experiencing the hamburger kind of like roller coaster of the Americas, because in Canada at the time it's pretty hard to get like burgers and stuff, and oh man, I was like so into that, so I just ate like the crappiest food ever all the time, and that gave me some kind of pleasure. So that combined with the friends and the Exodus peoples, and oh my god, it was amazing, but 2 years have passed. I don't really see things quite the same way. Going to California, checking out that stuff, I'm more looking into like some of the fruit maybe I'll find there. But yeah, not too much. I mean, I eat fruit here. Fruit's good here. Maybe it's a little better in California. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe so, maybe not. I don't know. But when it comes to BlizzCon itself, the event is pretty shitty. I don't go to many of these, but the actual event, if you go for the event, I don't know if you really get your money's worth, if you really kind of get what you expect. But understandably, if you're in a WoW guild, if you're into all this shit, of course, maybe you'll have a blast. Maybe just getting away from your job or your school for a week will be an amazing thing. I get it. I can understand that. But the flip side, for a person like me in my shoes today, I don't know. I might end up going. We'll see. I have to talk to Crippy and see if he's all into it and all the stuff. But in the end, for the actual event, it's just like a bunch of booths and a bunch of people at Blizzard kind of talk about shit you already know. Maybe there's one or two things you didn't know, but if you sit your ass at home in your computer chair that you've been sitting on for the last couple of years, you can just check out like MMO Champion or some shit and figure out exactly what's going on at BlizzCon and get all the news literally seconds after they announce it at the event. So you don't really get any exclusive anything on that front. But one thing you get, and I kind of want to share with you guys this story, I think this was the last BlizzCon, yes. This was the BlizzCon of 2011. Yeah. There was a Newegg booth at BlizzCon. And BlizzCon is like a 2-day event. So on the first day, we got to the Newegg booth, and there were people like building computers. They were like, oh man, moving the video cards, moving the memory sticks. And it was some kind of competition. I'm like, oh man, I was having the time of my life, because that's what I did for a living. I was a computer technician. I did all the computer-related stuff. I knew everything. I could build that shit with my eyes closed, right? And these guys are just like fiddling around. For some reason, I thought it was the funniest shit in the world. And I was there with Crippy, and he's like, yeah, man, these guys are total noobs. I can't believe they're actually competing like this. So we looked into the issue, and it turned out that Newegg's booth was hosting some kind of competition where you'd win SSDs along with other stuff. And the way it worked is, like, two people show up at some given time when they had one of these competitions, and you had to, like, you were given a video card, 2 sticks of memory, I think it was like a heatsink or something, and you had to put this in an already assembled motherboard. Yeah. And like I think you had to hook up the power pins of the power supply. Whoa, you know? So, you know, we were watching people do this shit, and at the end, like one of the people who ended up doing the best in like 11 minutes or something got a HyperX SSD. And I'm like, oh my god, I would love an SSD. So we talked to the guys, and you know, they said that yeah, we usually do the signups in the morning. The first thing, we just get a list of people, and the first people on the list, those are the people that do the competition. And I think the next day they had scheduled 3 of these events, and out of the 3 events, that's obviously 6 people. It's, you know, one-on-one. And you know, Crippy and I was like, well, we can try to do this, but going first thing in the morning to BlizzCon is kind of a pain in the ass because we have to wake up at like 7 or 8 or some shit. I don't know. It was kind of shitty. But we thought it was worth it. You know, get some SSDs, and I think the best overall time over the whole event was going to win like the whole computer or some shit. And oh my god, you know, at the time, because you know I worked pretty modest job, just did the YouTube stuff on the side, kind of for fun. You know, that was a lot to me. For that to happen, oh man, I'd be so happy. And you know, we got up, we drove over to BlizzCon, and we just like, when the gates opened on the second day of BlizzCon, we ran through, we got to the Newegg booth, there was a line, we were like, I think we were 6th and 7th in line, if I remember correctly, and they got the list, and it's like, oh my god, I think we're going to get in, So what happened was, you know, I wrote my name, Crippy wrote his name, and the idea was that if they called Crippy, I would pretend to be him. So I'd pretend to be whatever Crippy's real name is. I'm sure he doesn't want that out there, but you know, that would be the idea. So I'll be the ringer, you know, because I did that shit like all the time. I did that. I built computers like, you know, 10 a day in some cases. So yeah, ring the event and win all the stuff. And we were so excited because they said it'd just go from the first people online, but it ended up that day it was just like a random thing because too many people signed up in the morning as opposed to the previous day. So they couldn't just have the first 6 go ahead and do the event. It was random. And we didn't get called, and we didn't win shit, and nah. But the event was pretty sweet. I think I ate a total of like 20 hamburgers or some shit. You know, double that number in big gulps from 7-Eleven and other like gas stations in the US. Because in Canada we only have like 7-Eleven or something like that. You know, hang out with the EXO people. Saw a lot of drunk people, a lot of people pass out, met with some people who played World of Warcraft over time, and overall it's a pretty good experience that, you know, I'd love to experience again, but this time around it may not be quite the same, and it may not happen at all, but we'll see. If you guys are going, you know, I know a lot of you who watch my channel are going, so, you know, I might try to make it happen, because it is an event. I'll probably meet quite a few people that, you know, I'd be interested in meeting, but we'll see. We'll see. So I hope you guys enjoyed my story, and perhaps you guys also have some kind of like experiences with events like these, because the events themselves only allow the possibility for these things to happen. They don't really deliver just by themselves. So that's the PSA. That's the Crip Tale of the Day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.